Guy, if you get money for anywhere, go borrow.
Have you heard of CNG?
The fear of people is that it can catch fire.
Come and convert your car.
Are you sure this CNG is not going to cause harm in the future?
You can be buying fuel, and then you also be buying gas.
I've seen people use it, so I think it's good. I think it's going to be a good alternative to normal gasoline.
You consider converting your car to CNG?
No.
For now, I want like a lot of people to change and see what is going on.
Adoption.
Yes, adoption like that. Hear feedback from people, then from there, I can change my mind.
Petrol has powered Nigerian roads, fueling the cars, buses, and motorcycles that keep millions of people moving every day. But today, the reality is changing. Long fuel queues have become a familiar sight across cities in places like Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, Osun, Ondo. It is everywhere. To top it up, the prices are not even uniform across all cities and stations. Rising fuel prices, scarcity, and the removal of subsidies
The first subsidy is gone.
have forced many Nigerians to rethink how they move, work, and survive. Global tensions, including conflicts across major oil regions, have caused energy prices higher, crippling ripple effects far beyond international borders.
I knew oil prices would go up if I did this, and they've gone up probably less than I thought they'd go up.
For millions of Nigerians, mobility is no longer just about transportation. It's about survival. As petrol becomes more expensive and unpredictable, people are beginning to search for alternatives. One fuel is quickly entering the national conversation: compressed natural gas, better known as CNG. Supporters say it's cheaper, it's cleaner, and more abundant in Nigeria. But many Nigerians still know very little about it.
So for this particular vehicle, this is a 4-plug engine. So for this kind of cost of for engine is between 850 to 900,000
For conversion?
Yeah. So for that cost, depending on the kind of tank you want to use, from 100 liter, 80 liter, we have 100 liter, we have 80 liter, we have 75 liter, and we also have 60 liters and 30 liters. Like you can see, those, for example, those tanks there, those are for 30 liters. And we have inside the store, we have 100 liters, we have 80 liters, just like I said. So for this very vehicle, we can go for 75 liters for you, and we can also go for 90 liters for you, depending on your movements and the way your distance to wherever you are covering. So for that 90 liters, the cost is roughly 9,700 to fill it up.
Okay, to fill it up,
Yeah.
9,700
Sure.
to fill 90 liters.
Yeah.
Because the current liter for the car is about 50 thereabouts.
Yeah. So they say in SCN, and for that, it will cover.
9,000.
Yeah. So whatever you spend on your car
Yes.
for fuel daily,
Yes.
I will want you to divide it by 4. That's the entirely price.
That's the savings.
That's what you'll be spending on your car daily.
So I went on the streets to ask a simple question. What do Nigerians really know about CNG? From commercial drivers to private car owners, I spoke to everyday people navigating the harsh realities of fuel cost. I met drivers who have already made the switch, people who say converting their vehicles to CNG has drastically reduced their daily fuel expenses.
It's better than petrol.
In terms of savings,
Yes, better than petrol.
how long have you been using your CNG?
It's not 1 year.
1 year. So what's your capacity in your tank?
Some go to 14. At 12, 13, 14. It's not at 12.
Liters, Abby. When you converted, was it that you paid in full or you are still paying gradually? Because I know the cost.
No, that
can be
time
high.
they say it's free, but I pay some maintenance fee. I collected 35,000.
Only? Wow. But do you also have such that you can still use petrol, or it's just strictly CNG?
No, you can use petrol there. You can't work without petrol. Without petrol, you cannot start.
CNG is more safer. People are just afraid that CNG. Yeah, I have some clients that are normally confused. Come on, convert to CNG. It's not only on CNG, it's only on petrol. Why petrol on CNG? And CNG is more lower than petrol because the amount you get for petrol is just like how in a week, in a month. Maybe for this Lagos, because the Lagos and they are also the they do their things. Yeah. So why can't you have CNG as extra package? So for you to just save yourself from the petrol scarcity or some other thing. Let me just tell you, once your car has been converted and this one broke down, maybe you are moving on petrol and petrol got changed. You'll be stranded. No planning that. I also have something to back up. Let's imagine that we are running a race. There was a movie that I did that guy did not show them that he has the CNG, right? And let's go. How many kilometers? So let's go. And they push it. But that guy, the other guy, he broke down. His car broke down. Because you don't have fuel. And the other guy was just like, this is an extra shit for me, which is only me and me. Likewise, the Lagos driver, this is what they do.
I work with TBC Communication. So most of our car in the office is also CNG. We convert most of our cars to CNG. So but what I don't understand is that, are you sure this CNG is not going to cause harm in the future? So that's the only problem I'm having with it.
I also visited a CNG conversion workshop where technicians are retrofitting petrol vehicles to run on natural gas. But the big question remains: if petrol prices continue to rise, could CNG become the fuel that keeps Nigeria moving? Or is it just another temporary solution in a country constantly searching for stability in its energy supply?
For example, if you are spending 20,000 naira on fuel daily, divided by 4, that's the result of what you'll be getting on CNG.
That's I'll be 25,000 naira.
Yeah, daily.
Instead of that 20,000.
Instead of that 20,000 naira.
Wow. So if I'm saying I spend up to 160 every month on fueling, by the time I decide to do CNG, that's going to be like 40k.
Yeah, monthly.
That's a quarter of it.
Yeah.
So I consume a lot of petrol, but when I change to CNG, everything is moving well. I can with 10,000 naira, I can go a million miles. So I'm so happy about the CNG though. But again, I still don't have.
You still have some doubts.
Yeah, some doubt that maybe at the end of the day, maybe something will happen in the future.
There's nobody that converted to CNG as ever educated. Just like this one. This is an Uber. The man is coming to pick it up right now. The sender will be at your boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Won't it take up space?
No. Just like this one. This is 65.
Okay, 65.
This is 65. And the cost to pay this one is roughly like 5,700. Yeah. How we're going to.
Okay.
I'll just give an example. You know, before everybody started using this cooking gas at home, you know, there was a time that landlord don't allow it. They say, are you using cooking gas? No, don't bring it to my house. I don't want anybody using cooking gas. But today, everybody is now using cooking gas. You get?
Yes.
So, it's what you don't know you'll be ignorant of.
What motivated you to switch to CNG?
Okay, so what actually motivated me was the increase in the price of fuel.
When was that?
That was like last year. Yes.
2025.
Yes. Is it last year? No, 2024.
2024. Because 2024 was a crazy year when it comes to fuel.
Exactly.
It was at sometimes 1,200.
Yeah.
And sometimes there was not even fuel at all. You would have to queue. You would leave your house. You wouldn't even find fuel in almost all stations.
Yeah, sure.
So that was the year you changed.
Yes.
How much did it cost you?
Actually, this is 80 liter.
I didn't get that.
80 liter tank.
Okay. Is it in liter?
Yeah, it's a liter.
Oh,
we have 75, we have 65.
Okay, compared to gas cylinders that are in kg.
Yes,
They use
this is
liters.
the liters, yes.
Oh, okay.
And also, the 80 liters is always a fiber. It's not that heavy compared to the higher one.
Okay.
So we have fiber tank. So this
Okay.
one is the fiber tank. Okay, so it cost me like 1.1 million.
1.1 million. Okay, I think it's still fair. In my opinion, 1.1 million. Have you recovered that capital right now in terms of savings and
Is relative. Let me just say that I can only recover it if I'm working with the car. So for a private owner,
For me, I think it's. I've seen people use it, so I think it's good. I think it's going to be a good alternative to normal gasoline.
Normal petrol.
Yeah, so I'm really open-minded to trying it.
Oh, you're open-minded.
Yeah, why not? Why
Oh
not?
wow,
Why not?
that's good.
Why not?
Okay, so you don't have any safety.
I'm all for anything that's going to conserve, energy and going to, make me save more money, in the long run.
Okay. Are you concerned about safety or anything?
I'm sure there will be some safety we can put in place to make sure that it doesn't,
The car was petrol before.
yes.
Now it's CNG. Have you observed any changes?
Yeah, there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes, but I don't know if people will really notice, but there's a lot.
There's a lot of traffic in Lagos, and then you're burning expensive fuel in traffic.
It's it that we think that they are burning a lot of fuel, but most of them have extra package that okay, after fuel, even that you won't pay now,
Sharp guys.
So this is why I asked you this question of what really does you, and I'm very happy that you walk down here to come and see how it works.
Yeah.
For you to also convince people that this thing is not safe. Like my colleague told you that this is very safe. Even the tank that we installed, we make sure that we do our job perfectly.
Yes.
Have you seen any CNG in the station?
I've not heard of any. I've not
So why are we
heard of
afraid of it? Why are we afraid of it?
any.
Let me, do you know this technology is this generation is going? There's some generation that they won't use fuel at all. Some generation are that they won't be able to use gas at all. So things are advancing.
Yeah.
The more you catch up with it, you might catch up with it, you eat money.
Even now,
And someone
you see,
say, you want for marketing. There was a deal that you went for marketing, and this man was saying, whenever you see any people come, when you convert to now 500,000, but now you don't talk to million. That man was just like, I know that I know after convert like
yeah.
These are the benefits. Let people benefit from it.
Yes. Oh, then CNG has backup.
Yes. CNG cannot work without petrol. It cannot start without petrol.
Where's your tanks?
My tank is inside.
In the boot?
No, inside the bus.
Okay. It's not taking up space at all from your
It's not
bus.
taking space at all.
Wow. Because we see that fuel now is not stable. The cost keeps going up, keeps going down.
That's it, but this is better.
And so people are considering, should they go to CNG? But they want to hear from
The
people.
CNG has the issue with the engine. You stop going, that's what people are running for CNG.
Can you explain what you mean?
The gear engine, it work first. Because gas cannot work like a petrol. It's thicker than petrol.
In terms of your speed, it doesn't go as fast as
Yes.
But overall, has this saved you cost compared to if you are relying only on fuel?
Yes, it's better than fuel.
You've been able to save more money.
Yes. I could have stopped it, but if I work, it's better than petrol. Because this money, if I spend 5,000 or 6,000 on gas, petrol is spend more than 18,000. So that's what this one is better than petrol.
Thank you very much, sir. All right.
But I don't know if people will really notice, but there's a lot. If you keep driving on CNG and you're traveling, you will notice that the same car will go faster than you. There's no how you want to accelerate better than that person.
So there's power loss
So
here.
there's power loss. So though it's not that it's affecting the engine like that. Let's say if the engine is producing like if they design the engine to produce like 100 horsepower, so for you converting to CNG is giving you like let's say 50.
That's a drawback actually.
It is.
That's a job. Do you have any concerns in terms of, maybe safety right now?
No. It's very, very safe. Very safe, even compared to far. Do you know that there was something they did? I'll have shown you on my phone. There was a car that burnt entirely, as into the arches. But do you know that tank did not burn. Nothing happened to that tank. Yeah, there was a video like that. I don't know if I can still have it on my phone.
Wow. So compared to popular belief and opinion that the dangers and everything.
It's safer than fuel.
Wow. So for now, looking at the fact that you use CNG, do you travel with this with your
Very well.
out of Lagos
Yes.
and you are able to find
So that's
places
another
to
challenge.
refill? Okay.
To refill, even in Lagos. So that's why I was saying that if you're really working with the car, when I say working with the car, is maybe you're making money with the car, like the people doing this E&E business.
Yeah.
Fine, it's very fine. Because you know that, okay, I have to go and get it from this place, I have to get it. But if you are just, is a private owner, why, there's a stress of you getting it because it's not available everywhere. Sometimes even here, this is if it's available here, you have to queue. Do you want to do that? When you can actually just enter your filling station and just fill up and go. So for you, if you are not getting it here, the next place you are going to get it is maybe Agege. And that's if they have. You can get there, they will tell you they don't have. So the next place is Ibafo. And they close by 6. So all those things, you're coming back from work,
you're calculating how many hours will this take me? And any opportunity you get, you have to fill up immediately.
Exactly.
Okay, so right now, in comparison to your fuel tank, originally, I think the original liter tank that comes with a car is about 50.
60.
60, okay, yeah. For some cars, 60, 50. And now you have 12 liters. So does that mean that you have to frequently keep, fueling every time? Or this also lasts as long as...
No. It's not the same calculation. I don't really know the calculation, but it's not the same. And also, it burns faster than fuel. It's just general gas burn faster than fuel.
So do you?
Diesel burn fuel burn faster than diesel. So this gas burn faster than fuel.
Do you still have your petrol?
Yes.
Can you use your petrol?
Exactly. It's going to switch immediately.
At least you should have a plan B so you don't get stranded.
Boys start understanding some particular thing that this doesn't cause this one, but we Nigerians, we prepare hearing the rumor than seeing, viewing it yourself.
Yes.
So for this kind of particular thing, let me tell you, do you know that the fuel you are using is more dangerous than the gas, than this very gas?
I don't know that.
Yeah. Do you know that this tank you are saying is bulletproof tank?
Okay.
Yeah. No matter the situation of your car, no matter the accident, there's nothing going to happen to your car. Whatever happens to your car, go and check the car. The car is probably from the fuel. It doesn't explode.
Okay.
And it doesn't catch fire easily. If not that, there are some tanks here that it was on that there's a gas in it, CNG in it. I'll just make an example for you now. Because, for example, all this, the safety part is just for you, for when after installing, we just tell you what to do and not to do. It's not that flammable. It's something when you install, we'll give you precaution
on how to
maintain the car. So that there are some things you don't need to touch, but there are some things you need to observe. So once your car is already on CNG, it's 100% safe. 100% safe, no matter the collision, no matter the accident, nothing. The only thing, whenever you hear about CNG, if the tank did not explode, or even though the car burns down and the tank did not explode, it's not CNG. You don't expect a house to just get caught fire now, and you expect that the resource said is gas. No, if it's gas, it must surely explode.
Sure, yes, it explodes.
That's when you know that this gas. So for the car not be exploding, that means not CNG.
Okay. So my other question, in terms of that, like you said, this 90 liters now.
This 65.
Okay, the one that you are looking at for my car, the cost you said 900. Let's just say 1 million.
Yeah. Probably. Let me just go back to the price. And the price stand concerning your tank, the bigger the tank, the higher the cost.
Yes.
So that's for the least.
For the least.
The least is 65 for that amount.
For that amount is 65.
65.
And this one is also
65.
65.
So the bigger the tank, the higher the cost.
So in terms of that, the size of the tank. Do you have an idea of the mileage or the time? Not even, because sometimes you spend more time even in traffic than
Yeah, that's like, there's an indicator for that.
okay.
They call it switch your gauge.
Okay, there's going to be an indicator in the car.
Yes. This is the switch here. Sorry.
Okay.
This is the switch.
Okay.
It
for the
has
gas.
5 indicators. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is one. This is very one. When you fill up your gas, everything will show up, but this particular one will not show. Notice column green.
Green.
So the more your gas is reducing, it will cut off the bar 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just like your phone.
Just like your phone. So when it comes to this R, this reserve, it's turned on to red.
Yes.
That's for you to know that your gas is getting
is low.
low. So this red will take you to wherever you are going to fill it up.
Okay.
But along the line, when you are not close by to the gas station,
Yes.
maybe the gas station is far from you. Once you have a fuel in your car, don't panic.
Okay.
It will once the gas finishes, it will automatically switch on its own by itself,
Okay.
and it won't stop the car on motion.
At all.
It won't. It will just continue moving.
So I still have my fuel. And
While
I
you still have
my
your fuel,
gas.
yeah, you still have your gas.
This is quite a discovery.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So there's nothing.
So your
to
car
stop.
still even operates on your fueling and then.
No, once you're on CNG,
Yes.
it's on fully on CNG. It doesn't use the two
But
at
that
the
doesn't
same
stop
time.
you from even buying fuel into
No, it
your
doesn't.
car.
It doesn't stop you. But that your fuel tank that you're saying, you can use it for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, if you fill up this tank,
So why is this information not out there in the public?
it's there. But just like I said, it's what you know that you know. But when you're trying to convince them, and they are trying to say no until they start using it, and we have a lot of testimony now. You can go to
To be
our
honest,
website.
I'm hearing this for the first time, and
very
it's
down-
even important that we
are-
create this
we
kind
are-
of educational
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
It has to be done by
because we are a certified company.
company that
Because
does it.
after we done the conversion, we give you the certified documents.
Yes.
Because so that whenever you are at the checkpoint, the story police should stop you. They ask for it.
Who would they do?
So and it should be from an authorized
Conversion
conversion
center.
center. If not, your car can be impounded.
Before you converted, did you have any concerns with safety?
Safety.
Yes.
As regards
You
the
know,
car,
converting your vehicle to CNG. Were you
yeah,
afraid?
everybody was afraid. That one is not bad. Hey, this new thing you are bringing.
Yeah.
Never have friends using it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I work on the island, I have friends using it, and they also like I tried to work with that. But then you've seen people using it,
Yes.
and you'll see what do you call it, their live confirmation that
Exactly.
that's
But since you started using it, have you, let me say, recovered your investment in terms of the savings?
sure. About 2 years.
You have no savings now in terms of fueling. Yeah. And can you just tell me what we decided that, was it maybe the height of that fuel scarcity then? What really was it?
That was actually
The decision for you was like, you know what, I'm done.
Initially, for example, now, what I normally do is every week I fill my car when I was working. As in the full time very supposed to be like 8,000. That was at 2023 before
Probably
you
renew your drink.
So we like 8,000 you fill your tank and it's running for a week.
Yeah.
The moment it went up, I had to pay like 40k something to you can imagine. So when we started looking for alternatives, we started looking for hybrid cars or maybe CNG cars. But hybrid, they still challenge with hybrid because of charging and all those stuff. But the easiest part is CNG. So that is okay. That's
and as a CNG vehicle, are you endangering the lives of other vehicle owners when you're on the road, or there's nothing like
There's
that?
nothing like that. Why do you have to endanger people?
No, what I mean by is your car endangering others? For instance, now there is let me say people believe that maybe a car is burning, right? Just an instance, a car is burning, and then you as a CNG car, maybe when you move past that burning, you are going to
you don't need to panic.
You don't need to
100%
panic.
don't need to panic.
And then as a CNG, basically, if you're passing by an open flame, you don't have
You don't have to. There's nothing like that. Nothing. It's not your business. Just drive past.
Just drive
Even though
past.
you're inside the odor, when the vehicle particular vehicle is catching on, is on fire. You don't have any issue.
any
anything to panic.
for. Wow.
In as much as or one condition that shows that the vehicle there's no form of leakage,
Okay.
and they can't be any
They can be.
leakages.
Can you accelerate faster on CNG? Like the road is free. I'm on Third Mainland Bridge.
Surely. Sure, yes.
My car is not crawling. I'm not.
No. You can
No, people have that
fear.
that CNG power loss.
Even when you want to accelerate, CNG is very good when you want to fire. It peaks faster. But the truth is, you can't still compare with fuel. It's just a better alternative. You understand? No matter how you want to speak about it, if you're still giving fuel 100%, you think you CNG like 95% or 90%. It's a better alternative. That's just it. It's a better alternative just to save cost. And it works. It's okay. It works generally. It's okay. You can run. You can do anything. See now, I'm perfectly on CNG. I don't even switch to fuel. The only time it goes to fuel is if my gas now is getting to reserve. That's when it will. Once it's get to reserve, like empty, it will automatically switch to fuel by itself. I'll go and refill the CNG. So I don't even switch to fuel. I'm literally on CNG. So I do everything I want to do on fuel on CNG. I run, I slow, I do anything, AC, anything.
On CNG.
I'm telling you, I don't change to fuel. Automatically, it will change by itself once your CNG is empty. Aside that, I literally run on CNG.
Now, let's talk about maintenance.
Yeah.
I've installed CNG.
Yeah.
Do I need to go through any routine maintenance check?
Sure.
Okay.
That's from us. That's why on your tank, you can see this. We'll place something like this: day of installation and service due. Look at, you can see the date. So for this particular date, we always call you to check on you.
Okay.
Hello. So every 3 months, you'll come on to check on your car. So we'll be the one to let you know. Just for the maintenance, just to come and see if there's any leakages, if there's anything, just to maintain your car for you.
Okay.
Because you might not know. Okay. But you come in here for us to service your car. We'll first of all check the maintenance, check everything we installed, if it's still perfect the way it is. After installing, your car may have a mechanical fault, and you're like, mechanic, let me check this. For a mechanic that doesn't understand CNG, they would like to know what's this, what's that.
Yeah.
They start prognosing when they don't. So by the time you start your car, my car is serving for what happened. So you have to bring it down here to tell us, I went to my mechanic, I can hear particular sound. Yeah. What's happening? Can you please put me through? So from there, if you should detect anything, we'll tell you, your mechanic has done this, has done that. Tell me not to go to this area, tell me not to go to this area.
And will you fix it?
I will, sure.
Fix it. So it's not just about the installation, you also do the maintenance.
Yeah, we do the maintenance. That's why for every tank, for every vehicle we convert, we have to place our servicing date on it.
So every time you go for servicing, you put a new date there.
Yeah.
So, but on an average, what's the period that you think
3 months?
We should come every 3 months.
Yes.
We should always come for a checkup.
Yes.
Makes more sense, at least. Just to be sure that everything
is perfect.
Do you think the place you convert has an impact on the quality of your car after changing?
Sure. The way they install it also matters. You understand? If you convert at a professional center where they're able to actually do a good job for you, you don't have issues. But and also the kits they use also matters.
Would you recommend the Vet Dynamo?
Sure, why not? We have about 18 cars here that we've converted here. Friends, colleagues, and they're all doing well. Lagos, Abuja, the only challenge is just that refilling station you mentioned that time, but they are coming up. At least before it used to be 1, 2, now it's about 8, 10 in Lagos alone. So you have about 10 centers, 8 to 10 centers. Some are still coming up. So once you have a lot of that, I don't take you other 2-3 minutes max 5. It doesn't take 5 minutes to refill. You know, anytime you fill your tank immediately. So max 2-3 minutes you are good. So it's okay. Forget there's no fear. The fear initially was because a lot of people were not using it. Yeah. But now that you see a lot of people using it, there's no fear. And the initial fear was smaller tanks. But now you have up to 100 liters.
Yeah.
You have 65, 75, 80, 100 liters.
90, yes.
So, there's no fear. A lot of people are using it on the road. Just that you won't know.
Yes. There's a lot of miscommunication.
When you get to where you can get it, just go to any of the filling stations.
Okay.
you will see a lot of cars. You can ask a lot of people. You will see a lot of cars. Even Jeep, SUV, so many cars.
Even latest
We have even
models.
a 2016 RAV4 now that we just converted. I was there. I know you came here yesterday. You see the car yesterday. But I was not here.
Thank you so much. Now, speaking of conversion, because what I know is that people are converting.
Sure.
Are there cars that come to Nigeria and they're actually CNG cars? Or are cars manufactured CNG directly, or CNG only has to be converted?
No. There are some cars, they are 100%, they call it 100% CNG, no fuel. They work on CNG also. And I don't know if maybe we can later go through our catalog. There's a bus they brought from America. That's their normal school bus. It's 100% CNG. So the reason why we work on the bus was because it's the tank they brought in with the bus was type 4. And right now in Nigeria, our government does not approve the tank which is type 4 because it is 100% fiber. And the reason why they did not approve it because we don't really maintain our vehicle properly, because it has a lower duration. Why this tank has 30 years expiring before it gets expiration. So for that, they did not assign Nigeria for
They didn't approve it.
for the type 4 cylinder. So we have to like remove the tank and put as the one approved
Nigeria. But abroad they use full CNG vehicles there.
They use it.
They use them. Wow.
At least the vehicle was from America.
Yeah. And this particular gas is it the cylinder rather? Is it like the regular cylinder we use at home?
No, it's different.
Okay, what kind of cylinder is it?
This one, the one we use at home is just like ordinary metal.
Iron, yeah.
Iron. And what it contains is just like 5 bars of gas.
Yeah.
While this one contains 200 bars. And the thickness of this is more than that.
Okay.
And it's just not ordinary metal. It has a little fiber in it.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's not being molded. It's not being constructed as they mold it. It's not that there's nothing like joint. They didn't construct it in time like coffee. They mold it itself. They didn't weld it. There's nothing like welding.
When it comes to fueling, because we saw that they fuel this from the front, while petrol cars are fuel from the back. Is there any, when you go to fuel your petrol car, in few minutes you're done? Does fueling this one take?
No, it doesn't take time.
Minutes?
In few minutes, you're done.
You're done. Oh, okay, good.
That's why if you see the queue under a few minutes, everybody's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
We have type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. I'll start from type 1. Type 1 is 100% metal or stronger, while type 2 is both metal and fiber, a little bit fiber and much metal, while type 3 is much fiber than metal, while type 4 is extremely fiber. So type 1 is heavier than type 2, while type 2 is lighter than type 1. Okay. While type 3 is also lighter than type 2
and type
4 is the most lightest.
Okay, and type 4 is not even approved in Nigeria.
Type 1 and type 3 is not approved in Nigeria, just 1 and 2. So this installation will place on car. This is what they call reducer.
Okay.
This is the reducer, and this is what they call injectory. This is what they call the filling valve. This is where you fill from.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
This is I was going to also ask about where you actually fill from.
This is where you fill from. That's when you get to the gas station. You see everybody opening their bonnet. So once it open, they'll plug in that nozzle valve in it. Once they plug it in, they'll fill it up. So once they fill it up, it will go straight to the tank.
Okay.
So from there, once your car is on, it will come from the tank to this place. From here to the filter, from the filter to the map. It has a map. Then from the map to the injectory. Why this is your cylinder? This is what is pumping gas into your engine that is making it move. So this is the injectory. We call it injectory. As for the car, they call it injector. On petrol, it is injector. Why this is our injectory? This is what we work on gas. And for each cylinder, it has its own. This for cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4.
Okay.
The gas
for the engine, right?
Yeah, for the engine.
Yeah.
This is what passes
to the engine.
Gas to the engine, just like passing fuel to the engine. Yeah, and this is your reducer. And if you fill up your tank at the gas station, sorry bro, this is the thermometer. If you want to know there's gas in your vehicle, you come there, it's read. You can say this pump is 0, from 0 to 100. This particular one is on 100.
That's what links to the dashboard, right?
Yes. And this is the one that makes you know that there's a gas in the CNG.
Okay.
This is the reducer. This is what they call reducer.
All right.
This is your airflow meter. While your O2 sensor, this is your O2 sensor. Your O2 sensor is the one that something like plug on your exhaust.
Okay.
Yeah, and your net sensor is inside the engine.
Okay.
Inside the manifold. So those 3 things really matters when you are about to convert your car to CNG. 4 plug, 6 plug, 8 plug.
Okay.
12 plug, and that's the plug means cylinder.
Yes. Cylinder.
So for this car, it's 4 plug. Like
4
I
cylinders.
said from 850 to 900, depending on the kind of tank you want to use.
Okay.
We have 100 liters, we have 80 liters, we have 75, we have 65, and we also have 30.
Okay, so 6 plugs, 8 plugs, they can also be converted to CNG.
Sure.
What cars can you not convert, and what cars can you convert?
There's no car we don't convert. We've converted a Chevrolet V8 all the way from Abuja. The man said whenever he's coming to Lagos, he spent 300,000 on fuel. Whenever he's going back, he spent 300,000 on fuel. That's 600,000. But after converting, we gave him 65, 365, 65, that's 3 times. And on his way going, he didn't spend up to 80,000. We can see
From 300,000.
from 300, he spent up to 80,000 from Lagos to Abuja.
I mean, this conversion would really work for transporters.
Sure. So, assuming you're an Uber driver now, we'll tell you if you can get a loan anywhere,
Come and convert.
I will guarantee you and I will assure you that if you know what you are doing, let me say less than 4 months, you pay off the loan.
You pay off because you have no savings. On your spending.
Yeah,
obviously.
It's not what we are hearing, it's what we know.
What you know.
And that's the confidence we have that we used to tell them, guy, if you get money for anywhere, go borrow.
Come and convert your car.
Except you don't know what you are doing, or except you are the type of reward person that doesn't.
You can't be. When
No.
somebody tells you that you will save money,
Yeah.
I mean, you will not. Obviously.
No, you know now.
You save a lot of. The only challenge might be the initial capital.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is might be the challenge.
So,
In this documentary, we explore the promises, the risks, and the realities of Nigerians' new fuel conversation. Because in a nation where transportation powers livelihoods, the future of fuel may determine the future of mobility itself.